The Russian national football team represents Russia in association football and is controlled by the Russian Football Union, the governing body for football in Russia. Russia's home grounds are Luzhniki Stadium and Lokomotiv Stadium in Moscow, and Petrovsky Stadium in St. Petersburg. Their current manager is Fabio Capello. Russia qualified for 3 World Cups, and they have automatically qualified for 2018 as hosts. They have also qualified for 4 European Championships. Reaching the semi-finals of Euro 2008 marks the only time that they passed the group stages of a major tournament, excluding the record of the Soviet Union national team. History: after the breakup of the Soviet Union, Russia played its first international match against Mexico on August 16, 1992, winning 2-0 with a team of former Soviet Union players from the other republics. Beginning, led by manager Pavel Sadurin, Russia were in Group 5 for the qualification campaign for the 1994 FIFA World Cup, which consisted of Greece, Iceland, Hungary and Luxembourg. The suspension of the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia reduced the group to 5 teams. Russia eventually qualified alongside Greece with 6 wins and 2 draws. Russia went to the USA to start a new era of Russian football as an independent country. Though not considered to be among the strongest teams in the tournament, Russia were seen as fierce opponents. The Russian squad consisted of veterans like goalkeeper Stanislav Cherchesov, Alexander Borudyuk and players like Viktor Yanufko, Oleg Salenko, Alexander Mostovoy, Vladimir Biskosnaik, and Valery Karpin. In the final tournament, Russia was drawn into Group B with Cameroon, Sweden, and Brazil. This was considered a strong group, with Russia having limited chances of qualifying for the second round. In their first 2 games, Russia lost 2-0 to Brazil and 3-1 to Sweden. Teetering on elimination, Russia defeated Cameroon 6-1 with Oleg Salenko scoring a record 5 goals in a single match. Russia was eliminated from the tournament with 3 points from 1 win and 2 losses. Sadurin was later sacked following what was a poor performance. Euro 96. After Sadurin was sacked, Oleg Romantsev was appointed coach to lead Russia to Euro 96. Romantsev was expected to qualify Russia for the final tournament and perform well. In his squad he selected many players from the 1994 FIFA World Cup such as Viktor Yanufko, Alexander Mostovoy, Vladimir Biskosnaik, and Valery Karpin. During qualifying, Russia overcame Scotland, Greece, Finland, San Marino, and the Faroe Islands to finish in first place with 8 wins and 2 draws. In the final tournament, Russia was in Group C with Germany, Czech Republic, and Italy. Group C was considered the group of death, with Russia dubbed the weakest team, and they were eliminated after losing 2-1 to Italy and 3-0 to Germany despite a goalless first half in the latter game. Russia's last game against the Czech Republic ended 3-3. Germany and Czech Republic went on to meet in the final. 1997 Euro 1999. After Euro 96, Boris Ignatiev was appointed manager for the campaign to qualify for the 1998 FIFA World Cup in France, retaining players from Euro 96 such as Viktor Yanufko, Alexander Mostovoy, and Valery Karpin. In the qualifying stage, Russia was in Group 5 with Bulgaria, Israel, Cyprus, and Luxembourg. Russia and Bulgaria were considered the 2 main contenders to qualify from the group, with Israel considered a minor threat. Russia began the campaign with 2 victories against Cyprus and Luxembourg and 2 draws against Israel and Cyprus. They continued with victories against Luxembourg and Israel. Russia suffered their only defeat of the campaign with a 1-0 loss to Bulgaria. They ended the campaign with a 4-2 victory in the return game over Bulgaria and qualified for the playoff spot. In the playoffs, Russia was drawn with Italy. In the first leg, Russia drew 1-1. In the away leg, Russia were defeated 1-0 and failed to qualify for the World Cup. After failing to qualify for the World Cup in France, Russia were determined to qualify for the UEFA Euro 2000 co-hosted by Belgium and the Netherlands. Anatoly Bishovets was appointed as Russia manager. He made very few changes to the squad by recalling players from the previous generations but did call up striker Alexander Panov. Russia were drawn in Group 4 for the qualifying round with France, Ukraine, Iceland, Armenia, and Andorra. Russia and France were considered as favourites for the top two spots, with Ukraine being an outside contender. Russia began their campaign with 3 straight defeats to Ukraine, France, and Iceland. Outraged by this result, the Russian Football Union immediately sacked Byshovets and reappointed Oleg Romantsev as manager. The reappointment of Romantsev as manager brought a complete turnaround to Russia's campaign. They went on to win their next 6 games, including a 3-2 victory over France at the Stade de France. In their last game against Ukraine, a win for Russia would have resulted in outright qualification as the winners of the group, having an identical head-to-head record with France, while possessing a superior goal difference. Russia took a 1-0 lead. However, the game finished 1-1 after a mistake by the goalkeeper Alexander Filimonov late in the game. Russia finished third in the group, failing to qualify for their second major tournament in succession. Revival: Oleg Romantsev remained as manager of the national team to supervise their qualification campaign to the 2002 FIFA World Cup in South Korea and Japan. In the preliminary stage, Russia was in Group 1 with Slovenia, FR Yugoslavia, and Switzerland, Faroe Islands, and Luxembourg. Russia were once again considered the favourites to qualify along with either Switzerland or Yugoslavia. Russia finished their campaign in first place to qualify directly, managing 7 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Russia was drawn into Group H with Belgium, Tunisia, and Japan. In their first game, Russia achieved a 2-0 victory over Tunisia, but lost their next match to Japan 1-0, causing riots to erupt in Moscow. For their last game against Belgium, Russia needed a draw to take them to the second round, but lost 3-2 and was eliminated. Romantsev was sacked immediately following the tournament and replaced with CSKA's Valery Gazaev. His task looked difficult as Russia's group consisted of Switzerland, Republic of Ireland, Albania, and Georgia, with the Irish considered favourites and an improving Swiss side as an increasing threat. Russia began their campaign with home victories against the Republic of Ireland and Albania, but lost their next 2 games away to Albania and Georgia. Gazaev was sacked after a disappointing draw with Switzerland and Basel, and Georgi Yartsev was then appointed manager. He managed to qualify Russia for a playoff against Wales after home victories to Switzerland and Georgia. In the first playoff leg, Russia drew 0-0 with Wales in Moscow, but a Vadimov safe header gave Russia a 1-0 victory in the away leg in Cardiff to qualify for Euro 2004. The victory was overshadowed when Russian midfielder Yegor Titov tested positive for drugs. Amidst calls for Russia to be disqualified, Titov was given a 1-year ban on February 15, 2004. Russia were drawn in Group A with hosts Portugal, Spain, and Greece. They were not among the favourites to progress, and tournament preparations were hampered by injuries to defenders Sergei Ignashevich and Viktor Yanufko. Russia started their tournament against Spain, but a late goal from Juan Carlos Valeron put Russia on the brink of another group stage elimination. 4 days later, Russia became the first team officially eliminated after a 0-2 defeat to Portugal. The final game of the group resulted in a surprising 2-1 victory over Greece, with Dmitry Kirichenko scoring one of the fastest goals of the tournament. In the 2006 World Cup qualifying tournament, Russia was drawn into Group 3 with Portugal, Slovakia, Estonia, Latvia, Luxembourg, and Liechtenstein. Russia began qualification with a 1-1 draw against Slovakia on September 4, 2004 in Moscow, and then beat Luxembourg 4-0, but suffered a 7-1 defeat against Portugal in Lisbon, which remains Russia's worst defeat. Victories against Estonia and Liechtenstein seemed to put them back on track, but a 1-1 draw with Estonia on March 30, 2005 in Tallinn was a major disappointment which saw the end of Georgi Yartsev's reign. Under new manager Yuri Semin, Russia were able to rekindle their hopes with a 2-0 win against Latvia before a 1-1 draw in Riga on August 17, 2005. Russia seemed to redeem themselves with victories against Liechtenstein, Luxembourg and a 0-0 draw against Portugal. In their final game Russia needed to win against Slovakia in Bratislava. After a 0-0 draw, Slovakia advanced to the playoffs above Russia on goal difference. Euro 2008. Having failed to qualify Russia for the 2006 World Cup, Yuri Semin stepped down several weeks later and Russia began looking for a new manager. It was clear that a foreign manager would be needed as most of the high-profile Russian coaches were not successful with the national team. On April 10, 2006, it was announced that then Australia manager Gus Hiddink would lead Russia in the Euro 2008 qualification campaign. For the Euro 2008 qualifying campaign, Russia were drawn into Group E with England, Croatia, Israel, Macedonia, Estonia, and Andorra. For much of the campaign, it was between Russia and England to obtain the final qualifying place behind Croatia. Russia lost 3-0 away to England, and in the return game in Moscow, fell to an early goal from Wayne Rooney. During the second half Russia came from behind to win 2-1 with Roman Pavlyuchenko scoring both goals. On November 17, 2007, Russia suffered a 2-1 defeat to Israel to put qualification hopes in jeopardy, but Russia still managed to qualify 1 point ahead of England by beating Andorra 1-0 while England lost 3-2 to Croatia. In the Euro 2008 tournament, Russia were drawn into Group D with Sweden and Euro 2004 group rivals Spain and Greece. In a preparation friendly against Serbia, leading striker Pavel Pogrebnyak was injured and would miss the tournament. Russia lost their opening match 4-1 to Spain in Innsbruck but then beat Greece 1-0 with a goal by Konstantin Zurianov. The third game saw Russia defeat Sweden 2-0 through goals by Roman Pavlyuchenko and Andrei Arshavin, resulting in Russia advancing to the quarter-finals in second place behind Spain. In the quarter-final against the Netherlands, Roman Pavlyuchenko scored a volley 10 minutes after half-time. With 4 minutes left in the match, Ruud van Nistelrooy scored, to make it 1-1 and put the game into extra time. But Russia regained the lead when Andrei Arshavin raced down the left flank and sent a cross towards substitute Dmitry Torbinsky, who tapped the ball into the net. Arshavin then beat Edwin van der Sar, ending the match 3-1, and sent Russia through to their first major semi-final since the breakup of the USSR. In the semi-finals Russia was once again matched up against Spain, and lost 3-0. 2010 FIFA World Cup qualification. Russia was drawn to Group 4 in qualification for 2010 FIFA World Cup, competing with Germany, Finland, Wales, Azerbaijan and Liechtenstein. The team started the campaign with a 2-1 victory over Wales but on October 11 lost 2-1 to Germany. Russia's form then improved, and by winning 3-1 away to Wales on the same day as Finland drew 1-1 to Liechtenstein, guaranteed them at least a playoff spot. The match at the Luzhniki Stadium against Germany to top the group was watched by 84,500 fans. Miroslav Klose scored the only goal of the game in the 35th minute, sending the Germans to the finals in South Africa and Russia to a playoff. On November 14, Russia faced Slovenia in the first leg of their two-legged playoff, where they won 2-1 with 2 goals from Denaya Balialatdin. In the return match, Russia lost 1-0 in Maribor, and Slovenia qualified for the finals on the away goals rule. On February 13, 2010, it was confirmed that Hiddink would leave his position as manager, with the expiration of his contract on June 30. Euro 2012. Russia directly qualified for Euro 2012 by winning qualifying Group B, defeating Slovakia, the Republic of Ireland, Macedonia, Armenia and Andorra. Russia were drawn into Group A with Poland, Czech Republic, Greece. Led by Dick Advocaat, Russia started off the tournament with a 4-1 win over the Czech Republic and temporarily went to the top of the group with 3 points. They were eliminated after a 1-1 draw against Poland and a 1-0 loss against Greece. 2014 FIFA World Cup qualification. In July 2012, the Italian Fabio Capello was named as the new Russian manager, after being sacked by England in February. Russia competed in Group F of World Cup qualification and qualified in first place after a 1-1 draw with Azerbaijan in their last game. In January 2014, after qualification had been achieved, Capello was rewarded with a new 4-year contract to last up to the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Group F. Final tournament. Russia played in Group H against South Korea, Belgium and Algeria. In their first group match, against South Korea, goalkeeper Igor Akinfeev fumbled a long-range shot from Lee Kyung-ho, dropping it over the line to give the Koreans the lead. Russia then went on to equalize through substitute Aleksandr Kurzikov, who drew equal to Vladimir Biskosnik's record 26 goals for Russia, and the match finished 1-1. In the second match, Russia held Belgium at 0-0 at the Maracana Pound until substitute Divock Origi scored the only goal in the 88th minute. The final group stage match between Algeria and Russia on June 26 ended 1-1, advancing Algeria and eliminating Russia. A win for Russia would have seen them qualify, and they led the game 1-0 after 6 minutes through Alexander Kokorin. In the 60th minute of the game, a green laser was shone in Akinfeev's face while he was defending from an Algerian free kick, from which Islam Slimani scored to equalize. Both Akinfeev and Russian coach Fabio Capello blamed the laser for the decisive conceded goal. Group H, kits. Following the breakup of the Soviet Union, the Russian Football Union opted for a new identity, replacing the red and white Adidas kits with strips supplied by Reebok. Reebok presented the team in red, blue and white kits reflecting the new national flag of Russia. In 1997, Nike decided on a simpler design using just blue and white. The design, used at the 2002 FIFA World Cup and Euro 2004, consisted of mainly a white base with blue trim and the opposite combination for the away kit. After failing to qualify for the 2006 FIFA World Cup, Nike moved in another direction by reintroducing red as the away kit, while the home color remained primarily white. This trend was continued by Adidas, who took over as suppliers in September 2008. The 2009 October season marked yet another major change in the kit design with the introduction of the maroon and gold as the primary home colors. This combination however proved to be short-lived as a return to red and white was made in 2011. The edition of the kit used at Euro 2012 featured a red base with gold trim and a Russian flag positioned diagonally, while the away kit was a minimalistic white with red trim combination. The 2014 FIFA World Cup kit made return to the maroon and gold color scheme once again, with Russian flag-colored stripes built horizontally into the sleeves. The front includes the pattern in different shades of maroon depicting the monument to the conquerors of space. The away 2014 kit is mostly white with blue trim. The top of the front below the trim shows the view of Earth from space. The sides and back of the collar are made in the colors of the Russian flag. The Russian national team's official shirt supplier since 2008 is Adidas. Kit history, home kits, away kits, recent results and forthcoming fixtures. Under Fabio Capello, competitive record, FIFA World Cup record, UEFA European Championship record, FIFA Confederations Cup, honours, major honours, UEFA European Championship, 3. Semi-finals 3rd place, 2008, qualifying campaigns. 2014 FIFA World Cup qualification. Managers, coaching staff, current squad. A list of players called up for the squad for the 2014 FIFA World Cup caps and goals correct as of June 26, 2014 after the match against Algeria as per RFU data. Recent call-ups, the following players being called up to the Russia squad in the past 12 months. Rem. Called up, but removed from the squad before the game, injured or recovering from surgery, player records. As of June 26, 2014. Bold indicates active players, italic indicates players that played for the USSR or CIS. Several players have 50 or more appearances for USSR, CIS and Russia combined. Alexander Mostovoy. See also: Russia 2 national football team, Russia national under-21 football team, Russian Empire national football team, Soviet Union national football team, CIS National Football Team, Russia Women's National Football Team, references. Further reading, Mark Bennett's Football Dynamo, a Euro-Modern Russia and the People's Game. London, Virgin Books. ISBN 0-7535-1319-6, external links, official website, Russia National Team, Russia National Team, Russia National Football Teams 1912 a Euro, Russian National Football Team, Russia National Team 1912 a Euro, RSSSF Archive of Results 1912 a Euro 2003, RSSSF Archive of Most Capped Players and Highest Goal Scorers, Planet World Cup Archive of Results in the World Cup, Planet World Cup Archive of Squads in the World Cup, Planet World Cup Archive of Results in the World Cup Qualifiers.